What?
Gotta shut the fuck up. So annoying. Okay.
Oh my
I
God.
think we. Okay. No,
Is
we're
this
not.
mine?
Yeah. I was like, I thought we were
It was
tangled
almost
for a
so
second.
weird.
Okay.
Oh man.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. All right. Test. Nope. I
Hello?
don't think I'm on. Am I on?
Oh God.
Can you hear me?
No.
Right? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I could hear you.
I can't hear you.
You can't?
No, I can.
Oh, I hear it now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. Okay. Okay. We're recording. We're good. Gucci. Go.
Welcome to Tatas and Tate. Wait, how does it always start? We need
We
like.
usually do
okay.
our names.
Oh
like,
my God! I always forget our names. All right. I'm Alexa.
I'm Amanda.
Welcome to Tatas and Tate.
We are once again reunited after a hiatus from, life.
Sicknesses and holidays and
The worst time of the year.
everything.
As my dad would say, it's the most horrible time of the year.
It really is.
Yeah. How was your
I agree.
Thanksgiving?
It was good. How was yours?
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can hear.
She can?
Yeah.
Oh my God, do you care?
I don't care.
No? Okay.
No. I mean, no. Like, she can hear people talking. I don't know how much she can hear depending on how
Okay.
loud we are. I don't really care
Alright.
though.
All right. What's her
Alright.
name? Jody?
Yeah.
Oh God. Freaking Jody.
All
I
right.
haven't heard from Jody.
Oh, we need an update from her.
I know. I'll text her.
All right, you gotta text her. so
She
we can
said
do.
that Amy doesn't want to meet her in person at all.
Maybe we can incorporate that. Well, I was gonna say because we're gonna do 20. Never mind. We could do that next year.
Yeah.
We could do like a little
Like an
update.
update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On life. Okay. You hosted Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, we had Thanksgiving at our house. It was small. A couple of my family members didn't come like the day of. But even though it was small, it was still like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like
Did you cook?
yeah, so Christina's mom like and her aunt came over and helped us cook like all
Okay.
day, like but I had Cameron most of the day and then Christina was in the kitchen. When he was napping, I was trying to help cook. And it's just like nonstop. And we even tried to do this year like put everything that we made like on Sternos.
Mm.
So like you're not like rushing right before dinner, like, oh, the mashed potatoes have to be hot, like, like timing it all out. And it still was a lot.
They have you seen those like heating pad things they have? They're like warmers, so you don't have to use Sternos. It's like a pad that you
Really? I was
Yeah.
thinking the other day, I'm like, there has to be something better. And I have to think of it to go on Shark Tank, but I'm like, it's probably already like
Yeah.
out. But I never like Googled it yet.
I've seen it on TikTok.
Really?
And yeah, I thought about getting it, but I'm like, I don't have people over. And then I was like, maybe I should buy it for my parents because they also use Sternos. But the Sternos are annoying because you have to
Mhm.
fill the trays with water. And then like I'm always afraid something's gonna catch fire. Like it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
I know, because for the party, not Thanksgiving, we were gonna put a what's it called, tablecloth like over our island, but that's where the Sternos like and the food, and we're like, we can't do that
Yeah.
because like it's scary. But also like it made like the mashed potatoes, because like it was like cooking like for I guess hours on the Sterno. It was like a weird texture.
Like chunky.
Like the day of, it was fine. It was fine like for dinner, but like I guess like it kept cooking after that before we put everything away, and like for leftovers the next day it was like the weirdest consistency because I think it like overcooked it.
Oh,
Because like
no.
it's so hot, like, so
Yeah.
I feel like a warming pad or whatever, I don't even know what it looks like, would be much better.
Yeah, it'd probably
I have to
be
look
more
them up.
even.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you the next time I see it on TikTok.
Because it would be worth it.
Yeah.
Like for
And
like,
they weren't that
parties and
much
stuff.
money too.
Yeah.
I think it was like, depending on the size you get, it was like I saw one for like $50, and I was like, oh, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sternos are probably cheaper, but more annoying.
But
so.
yeah, the whole setup and everything. You have to like have
Yeah.
like boiling water to put in,
Mhm.
like,
And if you don't have enough, then
Mm.
the pans burn,
yeah.
and that's when you get.
Maybe that's what happened too. Like maybe the water ran out. I don't know.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, you have
I
to
didn't
like
check any
that.
of that. I wasn't doing it. Her aunt was like checking, but I
Well, at
don't
least
know.
someone was, because
Yeah,
I
right.
wouldn't.
But yeah, it's just a lot of work, and I was like, next year I would totally be fine with just having no one over and just ordering Taco Bell. in our pajamas.
I'll come over for that Thanksgiving. I love
and
Taco
just
Bell.
relax, because especially going to be having 2 kids next year.
Yeah.
Even just with Cameron and entertaining him and keeping him out of the kitchen, because, you know, the oven's on all day. He wants to run around. There's multiple tables up there now, like, because one table's not enough for everyone. And there was the sternos, everything's hot. He could just, like, reach up, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I follow, like, this doctor on TikTok, like a pediatric doctor, and she's like, these are the most common in the ER. She's like, this is the most common things that we see around Thanksgiving and the holidays, like, in the ER for keep the kids out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
But everyone's in the kitchen, and Cameron wanted to be in the kitchen, so I'm trying to entertain him in his play area, but he could see in the kitchen.
Right.
And he wants to be up there and see everyone. You know, so it was a lot of work just, you know, with one. So with 2, I'm like, it's going to be crazy.
That's one of the benefits of, like, not doing it at your house is I feel like if someone else did it, maybe you wouldn't have as much responsibility, so you can focus on, like, the kids, soon to be kids, plural. But also, like, one of the things I appreciate about not living with my parents anymore and them having Thanksgiving is I could just leave whenever the fuck I want.
That is true. I know. And when it's at your house, it's like you need the sign that says, like, get the F out before 5 p.m. or
Please
whatever.
leave by 5 o'clock.
Yeah, like, but like, yeah, no, it's a lot.
It is.
And then once everyone leaves, it's still like, her family is like really good because like they helped us clean everything up for the most part and put
That's
everything
good.
back, which is really nice. But like, still, it's not clean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you still have to like clean the kitchen, or, you know, put some things away or whatever it was. But just like exhausting,
Stressful.
Yeah.
Holidays in general are just stressful. I feel like even if you're not hosting, like, you know, some of us don't have the best relationships with our families.
Mhm.
Which is why I started going away for vacation a couple of years ago.
If I had the money,
well, I
we
didn't.
could all go away together every holiday.
Well, you know, I was having a little bit of a meant to be when this all. I just found, you know what it was. I was with my ex. I had already been trying to get out of that relationship, and then I found out she had a gambling addiction. And Thanksgiving was rolling around, and we were having this argument of like her parents wanted us to go there, and you know, I don't want to spend time with her family because they're homophobic and racist and because they're just not the type of people I want to be around.
They condone her behaviors, which is
condone
why
her
she
behaviors.
is the way she
Exactly.
is currently still.
Exactly. And I just like, I don't want to be around people who are like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so my parents wanted us to go there, and she was like, well, I want to stay together. And I was like, let's just do it separate. Like, you can, because she clearly wanted to be with her family. I just didn't want to be with her family, so I didn't really care where I was going, to be honest with you. And she was like, no, I want to stay together. It's Thanksgiving. And I was like, you can have, and we had this whole fight for Christmas too. And I was like, you get one, you get Thanksgiving or you get Christmas. Which one is it? And because she was always like, Christmas is more important to me. So I was like, so I was just so frustrated because I was like, no one really cares what I want. Like, what about what I want?
Right.
And so I got frustrated and I was like, F this.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation.
Good for you.
And it was the best Thanksgiving I ever had. I made amazing friends. And this was also 2021. So cruises were at 50, because obviously I went on a cruise. Cruises were at 50% capacity. There were no kids because you had to get vaccinated and they weren't giving vaccines to kids. And you had to like COVID test before you got on. And I went on the cruise. I had an amazing time. And then stress-free. I didn't have to eat food I didn't necessarily like want. The kicker is I got back because the people, like my ex's family, family, friends, whatever, they were people who also didn't believe in COVID.
Oh.
And they all had a blowout, so my ex didn't even end up going to the house she normally goes to. But the kicker is they got COVID. They had COVID and spread it around each other. And if I had gone, and if I had stayed and gone with them, I would have ended up getting it.
Right.
You know, and
it just, that sounds like a disaster and you got out of it.
Yeah.
Like, that's like what I would love to do.
Truly.
To be honest.
It was like the best Thanksgiving. And my my parents also went away after my mom gave me this whole guilt trip of like, well, you don't want to see your grandparents, they're gonna die soon, they're getting old. And then she goes away on vacation, and I said something to her, and she was like, well, no one else is gonna be here. And then the next year I went on vacation again, and then my uncle, who I hadn't seen in like 10 years, came for Thanksgiving, and apparently there was some drama with that I avoided. And then last year I spent Thanksgiving with my family, and it was like fine.
Jeez.
What, you had to cook?
Freaking kick really hard.
Are you hungry thinking about Thanksgiving?
I'm hungry. Yeah. Damn, it's like hard as hell.
Really?
Yeah, it's like so uncomfortable.
Punches you. That's so weird.
This is the feet. Her head's all the way down
at
there
least
now.
she
So now
moved.
she's like, thank God she's.
Yeah.
But it's like a huge, like a adult punch.
That's
or
crazy.
kick or
Does it
whatever.
hurt?
It's like the weirdest feeling ever. Like I don't know how to explain it.
That's weird.
And like usually it's at night when I'm sitting on the couch trying to relax or trying to lay in bed and try to go to sleep. Like when I'm sitting, which is like rarely ever. That's why she's probably
Oh, that's
like
true.
when I'm moving and stuff. I think it comforts her and like she
Right.
sleeps.
Right.
But then when I'm sitting down,
She's like, get up,
yeah,
bitch.
she...
Move.
if I eat like something like the bunk cake I had for the sprinkle, she literally loved it. Like the
Ooh,
and was like going nuts.
really? That's so funny. She's gonna be a foodie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all of us.
Right. But yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
ADHD.
The ADHD is real. So
I
I
know.
forgot. I thought my mom coming. I was like, oh, I totally forgot you said this to me. Because
Right.
like I was trying to deal with that, and like you were also like, I don't know if I'm coming over. And I was like,
I
don't
know. Yeah.
So I was like, my brain just did not function. Anywho. Anyway, so, but yeah, this year Thanksgiving was fine, but I was a little nervous it wasn't going to be because I was surrounded by Republicans. And you know, the election just happened, and I'm like so my uncle who I haven't seen in 10 years, I don't know how he leans. I don't really know him. I don't know his wife. I don't know their kids very well because while they did come to Thanksgiving a couple of years ago, I wasn't there. So I was also like, this is going to be so awkward for me. So, Christina came across something on Facebook,
Mhm.
and it was like people making this toxic holiday bingo card. And I was like, this is genius.
I
So
said,
Alexa
we need to do it.
made these bingo cards. And I think you got bingo how many ways?
I think it was twice. I didn't even really hold on. We got it 1 and 2. Yeah, and we definitely would have had it a little bit more, like maybe a couple others, because 3 family members didn't come that were on the board.
True. I got bingo 2 ways. So how does bingo work, you ask?
You did yours digital.
Yeah.
I'm like
you gotta
old
do it
school.
digital next year. Well, it's because
Yeah.
I was like, how do I do this without people knowing I'm doing it?
Oh,
I
you
couldn't-
could just look at your phone.
Yeah,
We kept it in our
exactly.
room and kept going up there and like checking stuff off.
Old school.
Yeah.
I was gonna print it because I like paper
Yeah.
better, but I was like, this is easier. So how does bingo work? Okay, so for this type of, you put things that are like predictable on the bingo card. That you think your family's gonna do. And so for us, we tried to do, well, I surprisingly couldn't fill a bingo card with toxic things. I filled about half the bingo card with toxic things I thought people would do or say. And then you try to get bingo. So as things happen, you cross them off the list. Some examples. Like I had, you put your uncle falling asleep.
Like 4 different times.
My grandfather, I put that he would fall asleep, and he didn't.
He
I was
didn't?
surprised. I know he
Wow.
always falls asleep. It was shocking. Truly, truly shocking. What other ones did you have?
I had where the heck was the one I just saw that I will boss Christina around. And that happened. Somebody will like complain about or like talk about like eating healthy, like
I had that one too.
like, you know, always about
Counting
like
calories.
losing weight.
Yes.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. And that happened. What else did I have?
I had that. Someone would give fake facts and just like make stuff up.
And that happened.
That happened.
That I will have heartburn. I have heartburn every single day.
Predictable.
Right.
Sometimes you need some easy ones in
Right,
there to
yeah,
like,
just to like
yeah.
throw it in there.
Trump gets mentioned. I had someone tells the story the same story more than one time.
Right. So like this is what I was saying, like it's so chaotic. that like when you sit down to eat, like you're literally just eating and not even talking. So like I feel like I didn't talk to anybody the
We
whole
didn't
day.
even all eat at the table at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, like most of us sat down to eat at the table, and then like 2 people were eating in the kitchen while we were all in the dining room. It was
Yeah, like
weird.
I didn't talk. Well, like also like it wasn't a lot of people either. It was like me, Christina, Cameron, her parents, her uncle, and then her aunt, and then her aunt's boyfriend.
Okay.
So it wasn't a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
so there wasn't like much conversation because like the whole entire time we were like busy.
Right.
So I couldn't like put things like that. But for Christmas, I probably could.
Yeah. For Christmas, we're gonna do it again if you want to play along with us.
Yeah,
So.
it was really fun, and it made the day go by a little faster.
Yeah.
too, a little.
And you'd also like some of these you need like a little prompting. So like one of the things I had to prompt it a little bit with the poop potatoes. And what are poop potatoes? A good question. My uncle that I hadn't seen in a while, he's a chef, and like 25 years ago, he made mashed potatoes, and they had heavy cream and sour cream, just a lot of dairy, a significant amount of dairy, butter, and like everyone got diarrhea from these
Oh.
mashed potatoes. And my grandparents had 2 bathrooms, and there were
Like it was instant.
like half an hour.
Ugh.
And we were all running back and forth to the bathroom and like, hurry up, I need to go. It was horrible. And my mom, because it was at my mom's parents' house, she wasn't even there for that because she was sick. So she sent my dad and me and my sister on our own. And we came home, and my dad was like, my mom was like, how was Thanksgiving? And my dad was like, don't even ask. So she missed the poop potatoes.
That is terrible. That reminds me of when I was in Mexico with Kelly after we graduated from college with my aunt and her friend, and me and Kelly had like our own like suite, but it connected to like my aunt's. They had their own we had our own bathrooms, and we didn't drink the water, but like from like drinking like beer, they put like ice cubes in beer.
Oh no.
And then like the food there, like obviously, so like we were so sick, like we had like Montezuma's revenge, and we were like fighting over the toilet.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was so bad. Because I'm like, oh, I'll be good with a beer because
there's no ice.
No, they literally had it in like the biggest styrofoam cup you could imagine, filled with ice, and I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
what do I do? I
I
already
would've
paid
been-
for it.
Could you have asked for a bottle?
I don't even know. I have pictures though.
Oh
Like,
my
I'll
god.
show you.
Sometimes I wonder if these mashed potatoes is where my stomach problems started.
Right?
You know, maybe
Yeah.
this is what caused my Crohn's disease.
This is what started mine going
Yeah.
to Mexico and drinking the water and ice cube.
It's okay, hot girls have tummy problems. So
So bad.
that's what it is. But yeah, I
Right.
got bingo a couple ways. You got it 3. I got 2.
2. I got 2.
Oh, you got 2. I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if you want to play along for Christmas or whatever holidays, I recommend. It makes the day go faster.
It was fun.
It keeps you entertained. Some people will surprise you and not be as toxic as you think, which is
Right.
good.
If my dad was there, I would have 25 bingos.
The whole board.
But he wasn't there. He was working.
Yeah.
But
The whole board for Christmas.
right.
Christmas
oh,
Eve.
God. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Ugh. But
It'll be fun.
holidays are hard, and like I feel like, you know, there's never an obligation. I'm trying to see how much time has elapsed. Oh, only 18 minutes. That's it.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like we're almost done though. Like what else?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a
Because
shorty.
you don't even have to really cut that much.
No.
It's not
This
like
will be a short
yeah.
one.
that's
all
not
right.
bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like holidays can be really hard, especially like when you have difficult family situations, and like a lot of times this bitch.
Who is it?
Hello. Okay. Okay. You should have asked me because I have all my Christmas presents in my office closet, so unwrapped. Okay, well, if you saw your Christmas present, no you didn't. That's where they all are. Okay. You could have called me to ask. Okay. All right. Yeah, I called her and she told me that, because I basically pointed out that I'm going to be making $2,000 more based on the bonus structure how it is for associates, and she said the partner bonus structure isn't as generous. So I was like, so I'm going to be making less money next year. And she was like, well, there's what? No. Salary. Yeah, by $10,000. My raise last year was $5,000, and my coworker's raise was $7,500. So you'd think for a promotion it would be a little bit more generous than 10,000. Well, I didn't say it like that, but what I said was, is there any room for negotiate? She was like, there's going to be office hours next year, because I was like, listen, I was really disappointed. And she was like, well, the associate bonus structure is very generous, and like they don't really expect people to bill as high as you do.
As you did.
And
But they don't want to pay it all out.
well, and I get that, but now my bonus requirement is higher for next year for me to get any sort of bonus, which is bullshit because I'm being punished for billing a lot, essentially, is how it feels. And so I was like, I guess what I so I asked her, I was like, I guess what I'm wondering is, can like we lower the billing requirement or preferably increase the base salary? Because if she increased my base salary by 5,000, it really should be 10. And I also pointed out that I have more files than most people. And she was like, you definitely have, she was like, you don't have the most, but you have more than average. So like I'm doing all this extra work. I build a lot, and it feels like I'm being punished because I'm going to be taking home less money for and like at that point, I don't even want the promotion. If I'm going to have less money, what's the point of having the promotion when I can stay an associate and make more money? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, and I'm, I mean, I didn't say all of that, but but she was like, she basically said she's like, I can't guarantee anything, but these are all valid points to point out when we have our meeting, because in like January. And she was like, that's because I told her, I was like, so I'll be making less money if I do the same amount of work. And she was like, that's a valid point. And I'm like, yeah. And like, if that happens, like if they're not going to negotiate it or give me room, I'm just going to ask them if I can stay an associate. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to be like, okay, like, would it be possible to not, like, to stay as an associate? Because, like, it's just not worth it for me to have the promotion to make, like, yeah, I have the title, but I don't care about the title. I want the money. And also with that promotion will come more responsibility for less money. No. No.
Yeah. So now you have to meet with her in January?
Yeah, I meet with her and, like, the 2 other people in charge of workers' comp. I think what happened is, I don't think they really thought about how much money my base salary is, because I negotiated my base salary when I started, and I think they probably offered everyone the same amount base salary that got promoted to partner, and they didn't really look at it. I don't think they like spent a lot of time looking individually, and they just gave me that, not realizing. And I don't think they realized when they did this that like I would be making less money for the same amount of work. And I'm not okay with that. And like if that's how it's going to be and they're not going to work with me and like whatever, I'll go somewhere else. It's fine. I can look for a new job. There's jobs elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not even about the money. It's the principle.
Well, I think she's probably. So what's your meeting in January then supposed to be?
So when you get promoted, you have to have office hours with them. So it's going to be about like your bonus and like your salary. And if you have any like questions or concerns, that's what that meeting is.
Oh, well, that's good. They listen to you. Doesn't mean they'll do anything.
Doesn't mean they'll do anything. I mean, I'm going to make the point of, hey, are these bark collars not working?
What's beeping? Their collar's beeping.
Yeah, it's the bark collar.
So they stop barking as much?
Yeah.
Ah, you guys don't like that, do you?
No. Anyway, that's the tea. So we'll see if they do something, and I'll point out all those things. Like, so if I do, so I feel, and I'll point out, like, I feel like I'm being punished for billing a lot, which is essentially what's happening.
Well, and if you go into something reasonable.
I think they should give me another 10 for my base salary.
That's high.
I don't think so.
But, you could ask.
But it doesn't make sense, because even at 10, I'm still going to make less money, probably, than what I made this year. Or, like, maybe I'll break even, maybe.
Or maybe lower the billing requirement, but if it's the same for every partner, they're not going to do that.
It's not the same for every partner. My coworker is $2,250, and I'm $2,400.
Yeah.
And my billing requirement is only that high because I billed high.
Yeah, and it's only your first full year.
Yeah. But now I feel like I'm being punished for billing high 1 year.
Yeah.
And like,
well, I mean,
Like, I can do it. I don't mind doing it, but I don't want to do it if I'm going to make less money.
Yeah.
So that's the
No, you
deal.
just gotta tell them when you have your office hours.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You know, but go in with a decent plan. You know, maybe you lower your billing hours.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I think the base salary should be increased,
Yeah. Well, you could, you know, ask for, you know.
especially because the bonus is like unknown because the bonus is based on what the company makes. So there's no set bonus structure like there is now. And if they're not willing, to do anything, I'm just going to ask them. Going to be like, can I stay an associate? Because this doesn't make sense.
Oh, so wait, when you go to partner, your bonus structure is based on how much they make.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And she said the associate billing structure is very generous, but the partner bonus structure isn't as generous, is what she said. So she said there's no set amount, but it's not going to be as good because like it's usually because I asked her because right now it's for every 50 hours you bill over you get $3,000 and she said it's not that generous. So like maybe it's 1,500 or maybe it's just I don't even know, but
well, they should give you all this before they announce any promotion.
They should. I agree.
So
like they should make sure you accept the
It's a shitty ass promotion.
yeah, it's a really shitty promotion to make less money and have more. And I have more and like I told her I was like I have more files than anyone. She was like, well, if you want to keep more files, and I was like, no, that's I didn't say this because she wasn't getting it. I think she was distracted. She was doing something else. I could tell. But my point is, I bill more than basically anyone in my whole office, and like I have more files than the average person in my office has. And I'm going to be making less money than I made this year because I got promoted, which makes no sense. I'll just keep my associate title.
Yeah, or you could ask them for the other 10.
I'm going to ask them. I'm going to be like, I think it should be another 10, especially considering, which like, you know, that's a $20,000 bump, but it's supposed to be a promotion. And $10,000 when my coworker is getting a raise of $7,500, that doesn't really seem like a promotion.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So I need some wiggle room. And if they don't give me wiggle room, I'm going to be like, can I stay an associate? Because, and if they say no, then I'm just going to be like, they know I'm going to start looking. They know. Because it's bullshit. And I think once I pointed out to her that I'm going to be making less money, she was like, that's a good point. I don't think she realized it.
And this is
so
why
I don't think they realized what they did when they did the structure.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so either.
Those good employees.
change
It's like bullshit.
They can always change it. So we'll see what they're willing to do if they're willing to work with me because, you know, there's no incentive at this point for me to work any harder than I have to if I'm not going to make more money. Like I know what I'm going to make if I hit my 2,400 hour mark. I'm not going to bill past that. And I'll make that also very clear. I'll be like, I'll bill my 2,400 hours. I'll have no problem doing it. I didn't have a problem this year, but I'm not going to bill past that because there's no incentive.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'll tell them. I'll be like, all right, that's fine. I'll bill my 2,400, 2,401, and that'll be it. Done.
Yeah.
2,550 that I did this year, that extra 150 hours, that's not happening next year. Nope.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, all right, sounds good. All right,
Goodbye.
bye.
She lives in East Brunswick.
North Brunswick.
Oh, North Brunswick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check my work email really quick.
That's crazy though. That's bullshit.
I know.
It's
I'm
like so
pissed.
frustrating. Yeah, that's just ridiculous for real.
It's just like I truly don't think my boss realized it because like I was like so.
Are they stupid? Like, you know what I mean?
just
Like,
don't
look
think
at it before you say anything to
I don't
promote
even
somebody.
think it's that I just don't think they looked at like. Here's what they probably did. They probably were like, okay, Amanda is making X amount. We're promoting her. We'll give her a $10,000 raise for the promotion because that seems like a reasonable amount. Not to me, it doesn't.
That's really not.
It's
That's
not.
nothing.
Because my raise last year was $5,000, and my coworker got $7,500 just for a raise, not a promotion, just a raise.
Right.
And I know this, and I won't be shy about being like, you know, I know that like a typical, this isn't real. Yeah, it's a promotion, but it's not much more than a typical raise is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say like, I know that like a typical raise is not like slightly less than this, so it doesn't really feel like promotion money. I'm just going to point out, I handle a lot of files, I bill a lot, I do a lot of work, and I'm going to be honest with them. I'm going to be like, it feels like I'm being punished for the amount of work I do, and there's no incentive for me to do more than I do. It feels like a punishment, truly.
That's really
To make less money, no. I'll stay an associate. And if they are not willing to work with me at all, they might be. Just hearing that, I'll make less money for the same amount of work. But if they're not, I'll just ask them. I'll just be like, can I stay as an associate then? Like, is there a way to not like undo the partner track? Because it just doesn't make sense to make less
No.
money. And then maybe they'll
Terrible.
consider and be like, oh, but I don't think they realize. So hopefully someone will do something. Because my boss was like, I'm not guaranteeing she was like, it's definitely a point to make. Like, I can't promise you anything, but like, we can discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they say no, I'll ask to be an associate. And if they still say no, then I'll fucking leave.
Right.
Because it's at one point, it's about morals. It's not even about,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Right.
But the thing is, they pay good money. So like, where am I going to go with that they'd pay the same amount?
Really. Mm.
Yeah. But so annoying.
Hopefully they work with you.
Yeah, we'll say. Even if they give me a $5,000 like rate, even if they take my base salary and give me like 5,000 more and adjust my bonus to be like, okay, you only have to bill 2,200 hours to get this bonus or something.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's annoying. Anyway, okay, where were we? What was I saying? I don't know.
I don't remember at all.
Families difficult. Oh wait,
I really can't remember.
poop potatoes. Families stressful.
We were talking about the bingo cards, and then we were just saying to do it at Christmas.
Yeah. I don't know.
CIA agent called. I was dying because I was like, I thought I saw it say CIA, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
And
I'm
my
like,
roommate in law school thought my mom worked for the CIA
No.
because I didn't know what my mom did. She was always traveling for work. Oh, this is what I have to tell you. So I bought my roommate for Christmas a vibrator
No.
and
it's
all my
in there?
along with my mom's Christmas presents that I got her, all in there
You give it to your
out
mom.
in the open. And I very intentionally closed the closet door and closed my office door for her not to go in there.
You should literally give the vibrator to your mom.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
That would be fucking hilarious.
It's for my roommate.
No, I know.
But like, I literally bought it for her. So now she saw. I mean, like, I'm an adult. She probably knows I have it. So it's like whatever. But like, because I told her, I was like, all my Christmas presents are in there. You fucking. Why would you do that without asking me?
Oh my god.
Like, that's the shit that irritates me. Like, don't go through my shit, man.
Right. It's like boundaries and like she called for whatever. Like she couldn't call and be like, where should I put the gift or
Right.
whatever.
She called to be like, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, where can I leave this? Take it with you, bitch.
She was just snooping.
Oh, 100%. Sorry, this podcast was interrupted by my mom.
By the CIA.
Speaking of
agent.
difficult relationships with family,
Right? On to our next episode.
my mom.
Wait, we should be like, starting off the new year, with our next episode is all the toxic shit we put up with
Yep.
in 2024.
Yep, we're
and
not
what we could
boundaries.
fucking change and how we could change the
Yeah,
boundaries.
That's
for
what we should talk
2025.
about.
Because it's so real and
yeah.
it literally happens. I wouldn't say every day, but
most days.
a lot.
Yeah. I do kind of want to include a little snippet of. Sorry, this podcast was actually just interrupted because my mom came over to wrap Christmas presents and called me to tell me that she put the presents in my closet where I had all my unwrapped Christmas presents for my mom and my roommate. And I got my roommate somewhat of just something you don't want your mom to see, all right?
Oh my god.
So here we are.
Of course that would happen.
That would happen. She couldn't call and be like, hey, where can I put this present? She just put it, and I very intentionally closed the door so that way she wouldn't go in there.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Mom. I'm not sorry. You shouldn't be snooping. Anyway,
I said you should just give it to her as a gift. Like,
no,
that would have been
absolutely
funny.
not.
As a joke. Be like, since you already saw it,
Yeah,
you ruined your gift.
right. Well, she
Like,
said she didn't see it, but
she saw
she
it.
did.
She saw it.
She's snooping 100%.
She saw it. Mm-hmm.
So annoying because she was like, "Oh, I was
Yeah.
just gonna leave it in your office," and then I figured I should put it in the closet. Like, you snooping? That's where literally all my Christmas presents are on the shelf, right in the open. Because I was
Right.
like, "Oh, if I shut these doors,
Right. Wow.
no boundaries."
Just like my dad was caught on Grindr,
Oh,
and
yeah.
oh no, it was my friend or like whatever he hasn't talked about it since. But the other day it was so funny. He was saying to Christina how he
You want me
hated,
to cut this out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
he hated my great nana, like his
Oh.
grandma, And I'm like, why did you hate her? Like, because her husband died and then she got remarried. And he's like, oh, I hated her second husband. He was a faggot. And like, number one, like, I hate that word.
I do too.
Like, it really, really bothers me. And he's like, he was a faggot. And I'm like, I never even met this guy, I don't think. Like, I think
Number
he was
one,
dead.
so are you.
And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, me and Christina looked at each other and I'm like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Like,
Pot and kettle.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm like, wait.
I think it's only acceptable when gay men say it. Like, my friends say it to each other all the time. Like,
But
you're such a fag.
Well, right, but like, my dad is
Yeah,
a gay man in the closet.
Yeah, he's just in the
But
closet.
it was in a different, it was like.
He can go in the closet that my mom just went into. I hate myself.
I can't.
No.
When I lived with my mom for like, it was less than 10 months, I think. It was my first year of college. I went to Rowan. And to save money and not pay room and board, they lived in Glassboro.
Okay.
And I went, I don't know what the hell, in their room somewhere, I saw in her husband's drawer was like what the hell are they called? Butt plugs.
Oh, butt plugs.
And like things like that, like vibrators and stuff. And I'm like, and number one, this guy, if you met him,
Gross.
legit flaming. Like, so gay.
They're probably for him then.
I'm telling you. And like, he used to work like long hours. He's a principal. He actually, when I lived there, he was working at Avenel Middle, where I work.
That's
and
funny.
traveling from Glassboro there every day. I'm like, that's
Damn.
far.
Yeah.
But what are the odds that I ended up teaching
That's
there?
so funny.
He was a G&T teacher, so it was different. Like,
Yeah.
but still he was in the building. And I'm like, he would get home late and like his hours were crazy. And like, my mom would like yell at me if I like took a shower to get ready for like school or work, or like I was working and I was going to school, and she would yell at me because the shower was too loud and would wake him up. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do, bitch? I'm not using the shower in their room. I'm using the one like in the hallway. And yeah, so like I saw weird things. And yeah, I don't know.
I found my mom's vibrator once.
No.
I'm traumatized
Oh
to
god.
this day. I guess we're even now. Even though it's not mine.
Kelly's parents found she had like do they have finger vibrators?
Yeah,
or
they
something?
do.
She had one in her car. I think I don't know if we were in high school or college or something, but they found it in there.
That's so awkward.
And she's like, I never used it. I'm like, yeah, okay, Kelly, you used it. Yeah, but very.
Anyway, all right. Anyway, holidays can be difficult with your family. Life is difficult, but holidays especially. But I think the thing to remember is that you are under no obligation to spend time with your family just because it's the holidays. If they're going to stress you out that much, do your own thing. Eat Taco Bell at home. Go on vacation.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy. I think that's the good thing about being queer and having a community too, is a lot of people struggle with coming out and the relationships they have with their families. So we tend to kind of gravitate towards each other. And my friends in Florida had a Friendsgiving for Thanksgiving because they had a lot of people who didn't have family nearby, or, you know, maybe they just didn't want to go to their family's house. And, you know, that's a lot better than spending time around people you don't want to spend time with. Like,
it's like forced.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, oh, here comes this time again. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like,
I dread it.
yeah.
But it actually wasn't too bad. But I felt like I was really torn because I almost didn't go to Thanksgiving. And then it was like I felt this obligation to go.
Jeez.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I felt this obligation to go because I hadn't seen my uncle in so long. And my grandparents are getting older. And you know, we don't really spend a lot of time together as a family. So I did feel kind of obligated. But that's why we decided to do bingo. Because if you are going to go out of an obligation, and listen, if it were that bad, I wouldn't go.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know, I can always leave. And that's what I told myself. I could always leave if things get bad. But to entertain ourselves, bingo, I think was the answer.
It definitely was.
And we
It
will
helped.
be doing this for Christmas.
Definitely.
So I have a different side of the family for Christmas than I do Thanksgiving. So
Yeah, it's a lot more people for Christmas.
Yeah. So join us.
It'll be more interesting. for
Submit your bingo cards And let us know if you get bingo. Maybe we'll post our Christmas ones.
Yeah.
We'll redact them a little bit,
We'll
though.
see.
We'll say how bad it is.
Right.
You know, not everything needs to be shared to social media. Just most things. Because, like, what's life if you're not an open book? That's
Right.
boring. Is that it? Gonna sum it up?
I think so. I don't remember what else we said at the end. I think that was it, right?
Yeah.
And then we just said we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that sums it up for 2024.
Yeah.
It's our last episode.
Last episode of the year.
Yeah. In 2025, we need to start off strong with, like, what we were
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will.
We have to.
So, I guess.
Boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries. Well, I'll create like a little outline. I think what I want to do is like recap 2024, like name the highs of the year and maybe the lows of the year, and then like New Year's resolution, which could be boundaries. Like we could talk a little bit about like any of our like this is my last year being fat. I refuse. I refuse to be fat anymore.
Yeah, right.
So.
Same.
Well, you have a whole human.
Well, I know, but still, your body is never the same after.
Girl, you can get on that Zepbound with me. It works. I'm down.
Really?
I'm down. My highest I ever was when I was with Brianna. I was at like 230,
Mm.
and I weighed myself this morning. I'm down to like 190.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
But when I started the Zepbound, I was like between 210 and 215.
That's
and that
still
was
really good, yeah.
Yeah, since August.
Wow.
My clothes are fitting better. I don't like physically see a difference, but I can feel it. Like my clothes are looser.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know?
happened when I was like crazily working out and watching more of like what I was eating. I really didn't care because I was so hungry because I was
Yeah.
working out like crazy. I never like the scale moved like very little, but when I took pictures of like in a bra and underwear every Friday, I think I did it like once a week. You cannot imagine. Like I'll show you a before and after picture.
Yeah.
Because I like made an album because I'm like I'm not losing. Why am I doing all this for nothing if the
Yeah.
scales? But it's literally the inches.
I should have taken before and after photos.
Yeah, you should
I
start now. If
I
you
can start
haven't.
now. I haven't.
Yeah, because
I've
you'll see
started so many
changes.
before and afters, and it's just like me gaining weight over the years. I'm like, oh, before, okay.
right.
You
yeah,
know,
I know.
that's how it always
After I definitely
So.
need to lose weight.
Yeah. Well, if you
After
have
this.
trouble, it's
Yeah.
helped me a lot because I'm a binge eater.
Mhm.
So it's helped me not binge eat. And that's truly the key. Because I eat like healthy amounts and like I don't crave. Like the idea of eating a burger disgusts me.
Really?
Yeah, I love fried foods. Like I love
Mhm.
chicken sandwiches and like, but the idea of eating something like that actually like physically disgusts
Wow.
me because like,
What about Taco Bell?
oh,
I was like, if it ruins my Taco
no,
Bell.
because Taco Bell's the healthiest fast food.
It is.
It's just like really
is.
with like fried foods, and
Yeah.
Taco Bell isn't like, I mean like Crunchwrap kind of, but like it's
I love
not.
the Crunchwrap.
I do
Ooh, I want that
too.
now for dinner.
Get Taco Bell
Meanwhile,
for dinner.
Wait, I did a shop. I never do the ShopRite orders, right? Christina does it because she has the app on her phone.
Uh-huh.
But last night she was putting Cameron to sleep.
I know where this is
I
going.
was doing the freaking thing. Number one, I ordered shit wrong. Like I ordered like barely any cheese.
Oh no.
I ordered one thing of asparagus that has 5 pieces.
oh,
for dinner.
No.
I'm like, I fucking suck at this, but whatever. It was for like 3 dinners. Came to
Okay.
186.
That's doesn't sound
or
right.
a little more. I'm like, Christina's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know what to do. I never do the orders. Like, I wasn't just seeing what was on sale.
Yeah.
Like, I just like picked. I think I picked tacos, turkey burgers with like a salad,
Okay.
and like sweet potato fries and stuff, and then the other meal was like chicken. I hate chicken even when I'm pregnant, but I'm like, all we eat is ground turkey.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe we could do chicken like in a different way. I don't know. And then have it with like asparagus and like mashed potatoes.
Oh, that sounds good.
But I didn't get enough asparagus.
No asparagus.
And I spent a lot of money.
That's crazy.
And she's like, what the hell? You got Lender's bagels? I was like, yeah, they were on sale. And like, I literally this pregnancy like love bagels
Oh, I
with
love
cream
bagels,
cheese.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you don't like Bagel Express. I am obsessed.
It's because you haven't had better bagels.
You said the Bagel Boy?
Bagel
No,
Boy's
Bagel
in
Boy.
North Brunswick, but it's far. There's another bagel shop in Milltown though that I want to try. I just don't know where it is, but I see it on the map all the time when I search bagels.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I'll go one day. Maybe I'll get us
Bagel
all bagels.
Express is so good. Oh my god.
They don't put enough cream cheese, and every time I get an everything bagel, there's no seeds on it. Like there's
Really?
seeds,
Yeah,
but,
but
like,
it's not
barely.
enough. Yeah. What's it called? Tomorrow is the 19th. Taco Bell has the chicken chicken nuggets or something. Do you see the thing for it?
I saw they had chicken nuggets somewhere
It's
else.
like chicken tenders or chicken nuggets, but at Taco Bell, the 19th they come out.
Ooh, I'm getting Taco Bell tomorrow.
I know, because I really want it now, but it's like, I want to try the chicken tomorrow.
I thought you were going to say when you did the grocery shopping that you got the Taco Bell kits.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
No. We have to try
I
those.
never got that, no.
But, like, it's cheaper to just go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, and, like, it always tastes better, because I
Yeah.
have, like, the big fire sauce from, like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
it Walmart or Target, wherever they sell it, like, that, because I love the fire
Yeah.
sauces. It does not even taste similar.
No.
It's like,
Diablo is kind of similar.
I don't like Diablo. The flavor is, like, what did it, like, smoky?
I love the smoky.
I don't like that.
I used to get the fire roasted, and then they stopped making it. We're going to do a whole episode on
Taco Bell, after we try our review of
We
the chicken.
We can do it, like, instead of an episode, we can post it to, like, TikTok.
Yeah, just, like, for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
We should do more, like, of those videos.
yeah, like, fun, like,
yeah.
clips of, like, trying to, maybe
Yeah.
they'll sponsor us. and
Maybe.
Send us free food.
Oh, my God.
That would be the fucking life.
That would be the life.
Like,
Maybe
free
tomorrow.
fast food tomorrow.
Tomorrow we get
the
Taco
19th.
Bell. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And we can make our individual review
Fucking
videos.
Donna is supposed to come. She invites herself over.
All right, hold on. I don't
We'll
want
cut
to.
it. We'll,
Do you want to finish it? Because
Yeah,
we're
we'll
so
finish
close,
it. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we can stop,
Yeah.
and then you tell me
I
the
know.
story
I
about
just
Donna.
literally can't.
Okay. Anyway, so I guess we'll see you guys in
2025.
yeah. So have a happy new year. Don't go too crazy. But if you do, tell us your stories,
Yes.
and you can come talk about it on the podcast.
Thanks for following us in 2024, our starting year.
Our inauguration year.
We're gonna make it big in 2025. I feel it.
We have good goals.
Right?
Yeah. If you like what you hear, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We're also on YouTube, and you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Tata's NTA Pod. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy
New Year.
Bye.
All right. That's good.
I
Yeah.
almost
No.
panicked because I was like, did it record? But I kept checking it to make sure it was
Oh,
recording the whole
good.
time.
Yeah, Donna. She invited herself over for what fucking day was it? She was supposed to come over.